My father and I were. My father decided that we are going to be isolate ourselves, and we've been isolated for, my whole entire childhood. He didn't want me to grow up in a westernized world because it was against the westernization. He liked some invention, like, for example, I would say, he likes refrigerations, for example, but, there was a certain things like TV we didn't watch. We barely have any mirror. Like, he had only one mirror for him to trim his, man needs to trim his mustache, or, so that's about it. I'm saying this because I'm laughing how funny it is because I think, I have to write something about my life, not because I'm so special or anything. Again, a lot of people think when I talk like this that I'm immediately try to show off or, stuff like that, but it's not it. I don't know why it's been like, I don't know why I'm giving this impression to a lot of females, especially. They think that I say a lot of females, especially because it's true. If you think I'm having a good time to say that, it's just, it's so stupid and childish that I have to say that. But I do say it because it's true, and people need to be aware, especially males out there. I know you guys, you'll never have a problem with a woman like me because I'm not here to check on you, or, I'm just communicating. And also I like something. I'm pretty masculine, basically. I like what male would be typically interested of at subjects like that. But anywho, my father now, we've been insulated. He isolated me away from the Western mind, Western habits, TV, magazines, fashion, all this was not allowed. We also prayed a lot, and we went to nature a lot. My father taught me, my basic education first was about nature, about the beautiful energy of our Creator, how this, and the energy of goodness, of the generosity of nature and all is living beings that He created on earth. So, but also He taught me a lot about, we studied a lot the old civilizations, especially American Indian and some of Africa's tribes that doesn't even exist anymore. Like, we don't even know the names anymore. You have to take those African tribes. They are on archives, I'm sure, somewhere where we can find their costume, their names. A lot of things been disappearing, along with many species. So that's what happened. But I really, like, today I've been having a thought, and because my father isolated me like that, after I was a teenager, he had an opportunity to work for some group of people that was working for very wealthy. It was a couple guys from Europe who was, typical your typical European who has contract with African countries, and so it was a good opportunity for my father to start working. So we stayed in an island, in the Creek Islands, when I was extremely little, until I was 8 years old, right? Isolated. But then when we arrived to North Africa, we continue studying the rest of what was left of the beautiful tribes in Morocco, because believe it or not, in Morocco, North Africa, there is a lot of tribes. They are very diverse. It's not a big country, but the regions, the diversity between one region to another, even if it's like 3 hours away, is completely different costume than another person. So that's what was really unique about Morocco and all North Africa. All North Africa was like that. So we saw the crumbs left, and I was really lucky about that, because I don't think I would be who I am without being treated, growing up with a different culture. It was, but he has this long run. He has this, excuse me, long run opportunity. I'll catch you next time. Sorry, there is a homeless here. But yeah, I mean, a long run trouble with that. I mean, trouble, no, but like you always have to pay a price somewhere, you know. And the price is when you start to be an isolated person and you have isolated idea, and then you set apart yourself all your life like that. There is no way that you can get back to society. Period. I mean, I'm a living proof of that. You never, especially the Western world, how fast it grows. I mean, it grows super fast, especially the US. God, I wish my father just never brought me to the Western world, period. I wish he just married me to, somebody from the village that way up there, just leave me there when I was, because all my indigenous friends, Moroccan friends, they were all different, they were melanated people for sure, but my best friend, she was like a wonderful friend. I had so many nice those people had a different vibration. They don't vibrate like here or anywhere else. They just they were just wonderful people. I have to make a video about their character one day, but I wish my father never brought me here. And not to say again that I'm special or anything, but it's just a raw truth. I mean, people are so shallow here. They always find a way to put you in a box, and you're just always like, okay, so you can never grow. Basically, that's, so isolation, it's going to be it for me for the rest of my existence, I guess, because the proof of it is like, I've been here I've been here for 25 years, and I'm in California. Supposedly, it's kind of a really open-minded state, and people interact between ethnicities, but actually it's just really narrow-minded, and it's getting worse for some reason. So yeah, because see, when I came to town, right, when I was when my father had this job, we had to go in town, so we went to town. We still have our house always been like 20 kilometers from the town, so we're living the outskirts, okay, put it this way, outskirts, like, miles out. Like, I would say driving, it's about, 25 minutes away from the city, so we always live apart. But when my father started to have his job and things, I just, the people in town, a lot of Europeans are, they had this horrible way of looking at the people of Morocco. Not all of them, but a lot of them were. The way they, they live there, they get a nice house. Excuse me, nice house. Now, nice. And then over there you can hire people. Because of course, there is a big gap economically, so you can have people help you. You can find somebody to help you. If you don't have time to cook, it will cook for you. And or take care of your laundry, or little things like that. And they're happy to work. Oops, we can't see him anymore. They can happy to work. They. But I'm a little bit lost in my ideas, but all I wanted to say is definitely yeah, I mean, also this westernized world, you know what it made do to me, like, because my ethnicity is, um, my my father's family is originally, from India, so North India, and then being gypsies for a long time. I mean, people who travel on with their house, and they were tribes together. Lot of people. There was a lot of people in my family, and the extended family. They all traveled, and then they stayed in Russia for a very long time, but they were working for the royal family, the Prussians. This is who they were working for. But after, I would say a few centuries, things changed, like everything else. And the Soviet and all those people now are over there and stuff. So it's not like Russia used to be, for sure. There's a lot of Arabs in Russia as well. It's interesting, but the people were not what you see today, for sure. I have pictures in a book about this, demonstrate what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what, if I show you my grandmother's, she was melanated by the Indian, India. So, but so that's why my father, I guess, turned out to be what he is, and extremely brilliant man, like a very rare breed of men. I don't even know there is even an existing, if it exists, to have men like my father anymore. Like, seriously, I don't think so, to tell you the truth. But yeah, man. I mean, when it's just confusing. I don't even know how to express it anymore. It's so confusing. But all I can say is I will not change who I am. Always live my righteous life. Always, even if it's sad and all this thing, I'm not gonna change my way of living, and I'm certainly not going to become, a sheep. You know what I mean? Once in a while, drink a soda. But peace, folks, and I will say more stuff one day. Perhaps I should write something. I think I should write a blog, because at least a blog, and then start an essay and start writing all my adventures, because the way I see the world is just people that cannot see my world either. They can't really understand. I think people like me, there is certain people like me, but they're very scattered everywhere, and we can't find each other, for sure. So, but I was wishing that we could, one day things will happen, I'm sure. So have a nice day, guys, and I'll talk to you later.